out there, my name is Caitt and welcome to September. In this updates video, I only really have two updates. A new addition to these updates videos is of course Monster Mania, because I went to yet another Monster Mania. The first person that I met at this past Monster Mania was Ashley Lawrence, who you may know from the Hellraiser series, but I know her, and I told her this too, because her poster above her autograph table was all Hellraiser. And I went up to her and I said, I actually know you from Warlock, from the third Warlock film, which I mentioned in a past video is one of my favorite film series. And she said they filmed it in Ireland, and she said that sometimes when they were driving to set, there would be cows blocking the road, so they had to just kind of wait for the cows to pass because it was just like farmland. So the cows were just like freely roaming. But it was so nice talking to her. If I see her at another Monster Mania, I'm definitely going to meet her and talk to her again because she's super nice. And speaking of Warlock, the last Monster Mania I went to, when I met Lynn Shay and McKenna Grace, there was a vendor like behind me, like I'd already passed their table, and they had a TV on the table, but it was facing the other way, so I couldn't see what was on the TV. I was walking past this table, kind of looking like straight ahead through the crowd, saying, oh, I wish they had more Warlock stuff here because I love Warlock, and I can't, the only thing I could find, it's back there, I don't know if you can see it. It should be above, it's above the hand on the wall. I'll bring it up close. But all I could find of Warlock was the VHS tape. We walked around, I guess like the other vendor area, came back, walked through this vendor area again. I looked at the screen and I don't even think any characters were on. I think it was just like scenery, and I instantly recognized it as the first Warlock film. As soon as I saw it, I just went like, it's Warlock! And I weaved my way through the people to get like right up against the TV, right up against the table. And I'm like, that's Warlock, that's my favorite film. I love this film. I looked down at the table to see what they were selling because I'm like, oh my goodness, there's something Warlock here. And I don't know if this vendor, I don't know if the Warlock film was already playing when I walked past the first time and said, oh, I wish there was more Warlock stuff here, or if they like heard that and then put it on. On the table, they had the Warlock VHSs, and I'm like, I already have one. I don't need another Warlock VHS. I mean, I totally could just collect Warlock VHSs. That would be kind of cool. The second person that I met at this Monster Mania was Henry Winkler, who, if you haven't heard that name, you definitely know his face. He was the principal in the first Scream movie. He was the dad, I think, in Holes. So he was like a Stanley Yelnats. I think he was the Stanley Yelnats III. He was also in a bunch of Adam Sandler films, and his filmography on Wikipedia, you just keep scrolling. He's been in so many films. He was super nice, and I did ask him who killed him in Scream, because I thought it was Billy, because I feel like the height, like Stu, Matthew Lillard, he's really tall. I feel like the ghost face that killed his character was kind of around like the same height, not much taller, so I was like, I think it's Billy, and he's like, he thinks it's Billy too. Confirmed by Henry Winkler, Billy was the one that killed the principal in Scream, the original. Also at this Monster Mania, I saw someone dressed as the Nun, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like, I love James Wan movies. The Nun is part of the Conjuring universe. I love it. I was also wearing my Nun earrings. I have Ghostface in right now. But I was wearing my Nun earrings, and I'm like, this is so cool. I gotta take a picture with the Nun wearing my earrings of the Nun. The next update I have is about my wall of notes. On this wall over here, I've removed 2 notes and I added 2 more notes. So the notes that I removed said, nothing gets in the way of your vision of yourself in the future, and about time I got out of that cookie. Now that first note I got rid of because I have my plan for the future. Just sometimes the doomsday thoughts come in. But overall, the reason why I removed those 2 notes is because they were fortune cookie fortunes. I cannot have MSG, like I have a very high food intolerance. So that includes basically all like fast food places, McDonald's, Wendy's, because they use MSG as a food flavor enhancer. Seeing those notes now, after I stopped eating the things that were causing my stomach to hurt, It would just kind of, if I had a stomach ache, I would remember like the taste of the food, and the food tasted good, but the effects afterwards did not agree with my stomach. I did add 2 notes in their place. So the first one is a note from 4Ocean and Coral Gardeners, and is their Coral Restoration Bracelet card. And I got this card when I bought a few 4Ocean bracelets. What is this blue and black one right in the middle with that one bead? This is the Coral Restoration Bracelet from 4Ocean. It pulls 5 pounds of trash from the ocean, rivers, and coastlines, and also plants 1 coral. So on the note, that is the coral that I have planted, and it has the coordinates of where the coral was or will be planted. They have a bunch of different bracelet colors that correspond to different corals that you can plant. As always with 4Ocean bracelets, they're made of 4Ocean plastic that has been recovered from the ocean and is made of 4Ocean plastic, did I say that already? And handcrafted by artisans in Bali. Now, I am a 4Ocean ambassador. They switched the ambassador program through a new website, and I can't get it to work for me, but I did have to order from 4Ocean and tried some possible codes that could work, and one of them did. So you can use the code Caitt10 at checkout to get 10% off your entire purchase at 4Ocean.com. The next note that I added is a card from one of my orders from Organic Basics, which is a sustainable and ethical clothing brand. They use GOTS certified organic cotton and recycled nylon to make their clothes and ensure that their factories are both sustainable and ethical, ensuring that the workers have safe working conditions and are paid a living wage. I will leave the link to my 4Ocean bracelet and Organic Basics website down below, as well as the Monster Mania website in case you'd like to attend one, because they're seriously so much fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe to be notified whenever I upload, and I will see you in 1 week with a Friday the 13th video. Bye!